Today we're looking at a new variable ND system from Freewell that I actually think is super cool. They did send me this thing and asked me to take a look at it, but I am super picky when it comes to variable NDs, so if it's not any good, then we won't take it easy on them. I try my best to make sure that my cinema camera always has internal NDs built in because honestly, I think external ND filters are super annoying and I try to avoid them whenever possible. Whenever I had a Sony FX3, which doesn't have internal NDs, I was always trying to find a decent system. And if you don't have one that has a lot of color shift or it's got an X pattern, you can really damage a high percentage of your images, especially if you're shooting weddings or documentary stuff. You never know what kind of lighting conditions you have, so you need to have a good quality ND system. And more than any gimmick that a company can sell you on, the actual quality of the light reduction is the most important thing. So we're gonna test that, but before we get to image quality, let me introduce you to this system. It's called the Freewell V2, which is easy to remember. It seems like a lot of ND systems have incredibly long and hard to remember names. Inside the box, you'll find a couple extremely strong magnetic lens caps, the filter itself, and a really nice carry case. They made the system expandable via magnets on the front, so you can actually buy additional filters from Freewell and stick them directly on the front. The cool thing about this system is that it doesn't actually thread directly onto your lens. You get an adapter that matches your filter thread for your lens, and there's no threads on the outside of this adapter. Actually, it's magnetized, so you just pop the ND directly on. My main question was, how strong is this magnet? Because my mind goes to, if I'm whipping my camera around on a documentary shoot, is this filter gonna fly across the room on accident? And this magnet is super strong. There's no way that that would happen. And if you're still worried about it, you can actually just tighten this screw down all the way. And now this is rock solid. There's no way this filter is coming off. The actual purpose of this screw is that once you loosen it, you can rotate the whole filter around the adapter, which allows you to change the polarization. So you can actually independently adjust the polarization and the neutral density filter, which is really cool. I've actually never seen that before. And I've never even used a circular polarizer before with my camera systems, and it's actually very helpful. Most of the time when you're watching YouTube and there's a demonstration of how a circular polarizer works, you'll see, like a demo of a car windshield with a reflection, and somebody will turn a polarizer and get rid of the reflection, or it's like water with a reflection on it. But there are a lot of shots that you shoot on a regular basis that would really benefit from a circular polarizer. You're shooting like a reflection on a plant and you turn the polarizer and it reduces that reflection, that sort of specular highlight, and gives you a little bit more richness in the shot. I've been blown away by how much better some of my shots are with the ability to change the polarization and use the neutral density independent of it. I think that is a really cool feature that they give us. I don't really want to overcomplicate this video. This is an ND filter. It has a really simple job. It's mainly a question of, does it do that job well? And when I went through the image quality test between this and the internal filters on my C200, there's not a notable reduction in image quality. There's the same sharpness, colors are basically exactly the same. There's no weird X pattern. It's not damaging the image in any way, which is, for me, all you can ask for with an internal ND. All of the extra features that Freewell gives us is just icing on the cake. But this filter made me realize the importance of a circular polarizer because I've never really used one before. And the opportunity to adjust the polarization on the filter, lock it down, and then still use the ND filter has been really cool, actually. There's a lot of shots, I think, throughout my career that would have been improved if I would have had access to a circular polarizer. This thing, the entire system, comes in at about $150, I think, as of this review, which is a really good investment with all that you get. There's ND filters that do less than this, that damage your image more, that cost way more. And for that, I think this thing comes pretty easily recommended. I think this is a really good ND filter to keep in your bag. If not, you guys should just rent it and try it out and let me know what you think. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time.